Hey studio owners, let's talk about something that might be hiding in plain sight in your business. It's a silent threat, and it's disguised as your biggest helper, your software. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on something called the efficiency trap. It's this weird paradox where the very tool you bought to save time is actually, quietly, costing you a ton of money. But don't worry, we're also going to show you how to flip the script and turn that software into a partner that actually drives some serious growth.
Okay, let's just get real for a second. I want you to take a hard look at your booking software. Ask yourself, is this thing just a digital filing cabinet? You know, a place where you neatly store member info and class schedules? Or is it an active employee working for you 24/7 to actually grow your business? Because let's be honest, for most studios, that software you pay good money for, it's just sitting there.
And that right there, that's the heart of the problem. That's the efficiency trap. It's this crazy situation where the software you bought to make things easier ends up creating all these hidden roadblocks and delays that just silently drain your profits day in and day out.
So, check this out. This slide really breaks down the two different worlds here. On the left, you've got a system of record. That's what most of us have. It's basically an alarm system. It just dings and says, hey, problem over here, which, just creates another to-do list item for you or your staff. But on the right, you have a system of intelligence. This thing is like a firefighter. It doesn't just see the fire, it tells you, hey, fire's out, all good. One creates work, the other creates revenue. It's a huge difference.
So what's the real cost of having one of these passive systems? Well, it creates something I call the human latency tax. Think of it as a hidden fee you pay for every single delay between something a customer does and when your staff can actually react to it. And there's nowhere this tax hits harder than with your brand new leads, the ones you paid good money for.
So when a new lead comes in, maybe from a Facebook ad or your website, the clock starts ticking, and you have just 5 minutes. Seriously, 5 minutes to make real contact. And this isn't some friendly suggestion. When it comes to the ROI on your ad spend, this is a cliff, a straight-up, non-negotiable cliff edge.
And these numbers right here, they're staggering. They show you exactly what's at stake. Your odds of actually qualifying a new lead are 21 times higher if you can just respond within that 5-minute window. Wait longer than 30 minutes, poof, they're basically gone. And all that money you spent on ads? Yeah, that's gone too.
I mean, you know the scene, right? A super hot lead comes in, but your front desk person is totally swamped checking in a packed class. By the time they have a second to breathe, it's way too late. That lead has already seen an ad for your competitor down the street, clicked on it, and booked their first class. You literally paid to get that customer, and your competitor just cashed the check.
And here's the kicker. That delay in responding to leads, that's just one of the silent profit killers we're talking about. Think of your business like a bucket you're working so hard to fill up with water. But your passive software, it's been drilling little holes in the bottom. So let's go ahead and name these other leaks.
So look at these holes. First, you've got lead leakage. These are all the people who start to sign up but then get stuck or just give up. Then there's failed payments. This one's painful because it forces your amazing coaches into having those awkward, hey, you owe us money conversations. And maybe the worst of all is member churn, where you only find out your best members are thinking of leaving after they've already mentally checked out.
Okay, but what if? What if a system could see these leaks coming and plug them for you, automatically, 24/7, without you or your team lifting a finger? Well, that is the power of switching to an autonomous solution. It's not just about plugging leaks. It's about turning them into automated profit centers.
Let's just take churn as an example. Instead of you running an at-risk report at the end of the month, an intelligent system sees that a member missed just 2 of their normal classes. It then automatically reaches out to them right here in what we call the guilt phase. That's the magic window when they actually want to come back. This one simple predictive action can cut churn by up to 25%. It's a game changer.
And what about those failed payments we all dread? Well, this completely takes your coaches out of the debt collector role. The system is smart, it tries the card again at a better time, and then it sends a friendly, helpful text that says, hey, let's get this sorted out. The entire vibe shifts from confrontation to concierge. You get the money, and you preserve the relationship.
So, all of this sounds pretty good, right? But what does this shift from a passive filing cabinet to an active growth partner actually mean for your bank account? Let's stop talking theory and look at some real-world math.
Just take a look at these numbers. What we see, on average, is that a studio that makes this switch sees a 20 to 30% jump in top-line revenue. And usually, that happens within the first 90 days. But here's the best part. They do it without hiring a single new person.
They're just finally capturing all the opportunity that was already there.
Look, the era of passive software is just over. The studios that are going to win in this market are the ones run by architects, the owners who stop just managing a system and start building an intelligent one that works for them, even while they're sleeping. This is what frees you up to get out of the weeds and focus on what you're actually passionate about, changing people's lives.
So I'll leave you with this question. Is your software just another line item expense on your profit and loss statement, or is it an actual investment in your growth? If you're ready to stop leaving money on the table and start building a truly intelligent business, you should visit Fitative.com and see exactly how this can work for you.